the end of the day, this was a human failure.
As a deadly tornado hit St. Louis, the city's warning sirens stayed silent. The mayor says it all came down to one critical mistake and one missed button.
Right now, hundreds of our neighbors are looking for a place to lay their heads. This morning, the shelters open across our city. We're live at the latest as the need continues to grow.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Overnight, we had some flooding. If you take a look here, this is overnight in Fenton. And, if you are getting up with us this morning, you may have some ponding on the roads. You might actually see some flooding. We're going to talk about all of the conditions out this morning. So good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. It has been a very active morning already. I did not sleep well. I'm going to be honest. Did you?
I slept up until about 11:15 when the sirens went off. So let's get over to our meteorologist, Scary Frank, with our weather impact forecast.
Yeah, I got up at 11, so I hear you. I've been here for a minute.
I saw you in here, Gary.
Yeah, I've been here for a minute. And fortunately, things are quiet now, and that's a good sign here. But I'll tell you what, driving in here was not fun. That's why it was flooding in Fenton. And I'm still dialing up some of these time-lapse videos that I'll show you if you're just waking up, because I'm telling you what, this scene was a lot different earlier. And honestly, the fact that it's this way now at 5 o'clock, much better, because I thought, oh my goodness, we're going to get into the thing, and Paul's going to be talking about this road closed, this, and we're not there, I don't believe, but we'll check in with him shortly. But here's what happened into the overnight hours. The reason we had those sirens, we had a leading edge where it was producing some weak spin-up tornadoes, and these are the brief weak spin-up potential that we talked about yesterday morning at this time, as we saw that leading edge work its way to the city, Jefferson County, South City, and eventually into the Metro East. That has come and gone, and it weakened pretty quickly at about 1 o'clock. There are a few light showers here over into the Metro East here that are kind of working their way near Kinmundy, Vandalia, and Salem. Almost out of here, but still, a couple of light showers are possible right now. But overall, behind it, you'll look mid-50s. We're in the upper 60s still. As long as that front exists, we still have the potential for a few storms, and I think that later on this afternoon, you're going to see that, specifically by about 1 o'clock all the way through about 6 o'clock. That's where those storms may develop. Very, very isolated, but 1 to 6, we may see some wind gusts and larger hail. I hate to say it again, but this is kind of the end of it. But just be prepared during those commutes, and we'll talk more about this in detail. But Paul, driving in, that was one of the times, the most recent times where, that was white knuckle driving at its finest.
Did you keep going?
I kept going, I had to get here.
Yeah, I get it, man. Thank you for being here, by the way, for that severe weather. You guys said it. It was very loud. And with all of that water coming, if you're near a low-lying area, near the Merrimack, you're going to have some of that. And we know, and the crews know as well, 141 at 44 is going to be one of those spots. As you could see, that's better now, though. That has been moved aside. But any of those spots near the Merrimack, they could see some flooding. Same story, 141 at Gravois. But that's gone now. You see it. Not dealing with it. But you do have lights all up and down, just power outages in spots still, even outside of the ones we've been reporting. You have lights on flash. So I guess I'm mentioning that so that you're just careful out there. You're going to maybe see the stop sign removed in downtown, but you won't see a light actually functioning. You'll see a red. Just make sure you stop. We'll have more traffic coming up, guys.
All right, thank you, Paul. New this morning, St. Louis Public Libraries are offering support to residents during this difficult time. They posted on Facebook saying in part, if you need a place to rest, recharge, or cool down, our libraries are here for you. Locations are open to provide relief, but they mentioned that the Cavaney, Duval, and Julia Davis locations are closed because of storm damage. And this morning, if you're taking Metro Transit, we want you to know that the Blue Line is back on its regular schedule. Bus route number 18, Taylor, has limited service, though, because of storm damage. Right now, you're asked to call or use the Transit app for the latest alerts.
Well, human error. That is why St. Louis Mayor Kara Spencer says warning sirens did not go off on Friday when a deadly EF3 tornado hit the city. As we shared yesterday on Today in St. Louis, a lot of people in North St. Louis are upset and angry learning these sirens did not go off because of someone's mistake. St. Louis Emergency Management tested them the day before that deadly EF3 tornado ripped apart the city. And Mayor Spencer says the reason the sirens didn't go off was because someone did not push a button.
But at the end of the day, this was a human failure. It was not exceptionally clear about whose roles and responsibilities it was to do what. This protocol is calling for our fire department, who is staffed 24 hours a day, to issue those warnings.
Mayor Spencer says she is taking accountability for the failure and has full confidence that the fire department will be able to trigger sirens from now on. Also new this morning, the American Red Cross has been helping house hundreds of people since Friday. Overnight, the group had to actually pivot after having its own set of challenges with storm damage. The shelter at Grace United Methodist now closed, and dozens bused overnight to a brand new location.
Our Diamond Palmer joins us now with some details on just why they had to move everything. And Diamond, you're live at the Refresh Community Church in U City where that group was taken. What happened?
Yeah, Brittany and Michelle, it just lets you know just how fluid everything is with this tornado and, of course, the ongoing storms that we had overnight. We know that 139 people are here in 3 of the Red Cross shelters. Like we said overnight, they were actually taken here, take a walk with me, to the Refresh Community Center. You can see the signs now outside of Refresh Community Center. They were taken here because there was a leak actually at Grace United Methodist Church. And again, it lets you know just how fluid this situation is and having to adjust moving these people overnight in Metro buses to get to safety once again. We want to show you, if you are in need of shelter, these are the options for you. Of course, in addition to the Refresh Community Church, people can also go to 12th and Park Recreation Center at 1410 South Tucker or Friendly Temple Outreach Center at 6356 Dr. Martin Luther King. The Grace United Methodist Church was full and again overnight had roof leaks due to those ongoing thunderstorms that we saw. Those people again have been moved here to Refresh Community Church, and Grace United Methodist Church is now closed as a shelter option, so only 3 shelter options are available as of this morning. Of course, if you are in need of any sheltering or anything, the Red Cross says you can call them at 1-800-RED-CROSS. Of course, you don't need an ID if you need to stay at the shelter, but if you are wanting to participate in other ways, helping make sure that these residents have their basic needs while they're inside of the shelter, you can always donate to the Red Cross. You can head to our website, ksdk.com, to find that information. Reporting live here in U City, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Thank you, Diamond. We have a list of resources available for storm victims right now on ksdk.com. There are also ways you can help the people who are impacted. Just text the word STORM to 314-425-5355 and we will send you a link.
It's gut-wrenching. It's gut-wrenching for real, but you know, these are people.
Well, coming to terms with their new reality, we head to Cates Avenue, where neighbors are picking up and holding on to hope.
Well, looking outside this morning, mostly cloudy, but we're going to start off and see a little more sunshine this afternoon before isolated storms fire up. How some of them could be strong and why we still classify it as a weather impact alert day.